Wheel standers used to be a big thing, and a lot of them took it very seriously, and when they got the chance, they rarely got the chance to race against each other in an elimination format, but they did do it at Dragway Park, and there is a nice lineup of some wheel standers there, not all of them, but quite a few of them. Texas Rare Bear, Real El Camino. They took it seriously. They usually match race 2, maybe 4 at a time. And to have 8, 10, or 12 of them,
it was a big deal.
It was a big deal, and they took it seriously, and the fans really benefited because they had some really good shows. These guys really hung it out.
And they took it serious. They were racing.
Yeah, they were racing.
NHRA might not have wanted them to say they were racing, but don't you forget, they were racers at heart.
They were racers for sure.
They wanted to win.
Yeah, they wanted to put a full pull in, and they wanted to win.
Lots of different cars, lots of different kicks at the cat here with pickup trucks and cars, and some of the very, very cool ones here that ran at Cayuga. And
the sparks coming from titanium blocks that they put on the end of their wheel standing apparatus.
Can't do that now.
No. Too much prep. That was the stones hitting the titanium blocks on the track that made all the sparks.
The Moonshot.
The real SS 396 Chevelle.
Tommy Maris. Came back as Smokey or the Bandit, or what was he?
A few
he was
different,
Smokey. He was the cop. A wheel-standing cop car.
Smokey the Bear, or whatever it was.
Dodge Material.
Dodge Material.
I always thought these made one of the better ones.
Yeah. Yeah. Frank Monahan.
A100 Dodges.
Gemini Cricket.
Up against Irma Trot.
Yeah.
Well, probably Wriggle back then.
Probably Wriggle still.
Shrewsbury.
Wild Bill Shrewsbury.
One of the wheel standards they made into a model, that car.
Yeah.
That car impressed me.
That
Being
is very
real
impressive.
steel deal. And look how high up he is. And we finish it up with a shoot shot as they come back down the track.
Yeah.
We'll see you next week here on Dragway Memories. find ourselves at London Motorsport in the mid-90s. Kathy Foley getting ready to make her lap on her motorcycle. Lots of bikes back then at London Motorsport. Mike Law on his. Here's Peter and Sherry Van Balen with their young son Chris. Yeah. Okay, over in the alcohol funny car staging lanes. Herbie Rogers gets strapped in by Gordy Overbaugh. There's a group look on. Herbie was on the top of his game at this point. He just ran the first 5-second run in Canada. There's Larry Dobbs over there with Sam Axford taking the shot. Sam, longtime photographer at London Motorsports. So it's fire up time. Herb Rogers, sponsored by Motion, Dave Mathers, and Snap-on, amongst others. Herbie always ran a well presented team. Car always ran well, always a crowd favorite. Herbie go fast, as they called him back when he had his dragsters. So he'll creep up towards the burnout box, begin his burnout procedure. And the big Thunderbird. I think Noakes ended up with that car. Might be wrong there. So he starts the smoke, and here comes Larry Dobbs. Larry out of Welland, Ontario, and Fred Splay have been going at it for a long time. Another veteran alcohol funny car driver. There's Bruce Beagler up there on the ladder, Canadian Drag Racing Hall of Famer. Bruce Beagler, as Herbie backs it up. And over here, Larry Dobbs, sports truck 10. Used to set one up in the pits, raffle it off. And Freddie getting him back into the position there. Still see Fred and Larry at the track now and again. And they're staging it up here. Herbie's into the beams, Larry's in. Herbie gets a little bit on him at the tree. I almost dropped the camera. Amateur. And I think Herbie smokes him. Hard to see. Up next, Al Billis, 1 year only deal, alcohol funny car. And his Oldsmobile body machine. Up against Vince Restali out of Western New York. Jeff Aren waits. Jeff being the crew chief for Al Billis, waits for Al to get back so he can direct him in to the proper spot. And away he goes to the back there, and Jeff says, "That's enough, Al." Both these gentlemen in the Canadian Drag Racing Hall of Fame. I'm going to run to the other side of the track to get a good shot of the race. Al gets out on him, and it looks like he takes the victory. And the Billis team goes down to collect them. Meanwhile, in the lanes, Todd Payton sits and waits for his father Barry to get the okay from the Hersham gang over there, Hersham and Ego. One of Doug's better rides. Tires only machine of the Payton family out of Paris, Ontario, still running the Top Fuel dragster. Looks like Doug put down a smoky one there. Doug Hirsham's got himself a nitro funny car now that he's threatening to bring out. Nice crowd shot. Always good crowds at London. And now it's race time. A lot of emotion on the line when these two race, I'm sure. So Todd looks like he nips him, and looks like something else was nipped there. Joan, the souvenir girl. Hi, Joan. Mountjoy machine in the background there as I zoom in on a funny car. Lisa and Squirt, Dale Street. It's Paul Schill in the Berry Cherry machine. Pat Price and Paulie again. Good to see Paul back out of the dragster now. This is Rick Potter in the Ricochet Ford Power Braille. I can't remember his wife's name. I'm going to say Cheryl. Probably wrong. I'll get told. That's okay. I make mistakes. Bill makes mistakes. We got to know where we make the mistakes. And I think I know who that is, but I'm not going to say it because it could be the wrong guy. And Strebe coming back out. He's going to go up against Paul and Patty Schill and the Very Cherry dragster, small block, high winding machine. He also got a super stock Camaro painted up in the Very Cherry livery. Dave Marchman, crew chief on that car, looking at the tree, staging it up. A little bit of a head start for Squirt, but it looks like it's hard to tell here. I don't see the wind lights. There's Bruce Beagler to the right. Dave McAdam. This car really left like gangbusters. Isn't that cool? And Bob Montjoy finishing it off here in his machine. Record setter. Thank you for watching. See you next week on Dragway Memories.